So interestingly, this month for PlayStation Plus marked the first sort of AAA title. It's not really a AAA title in the sense that a game like Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, them sort of games with the huge budgets, but I mean, just a proper actual release game that you could buy for 40 quid. And yes, it's Injustice Gods Among Us Ultimate Edition. The Ultimate Edition, and the fact that it is the Ultimate Edition, it interests me because usually I've found when there is a decent full release game on some a service like PlayStation Plus or as well Xbox Live Gold, I tend to find that it's because they're trying to sell some DLC to you, whereas this game is the Ultimate Edition where you get all of the DLC. So I'm not sure what the thinking behind this was. Sometimes you also find trying to work out what you do. Yeah, sometimes you also find that there's a sequel due to be released like the next month, something like that. Usually there's kind of a commercial motive behind including these games on these kind of subscription services, but yeah, kind of interesting that I can't really work out what the motive is, unless it's just trying to promote Mortal Kombat 10. Obviously this game is developed by NetherRealm Studios, who also make Mortal Kombat, and this game is kind of similar to Mortal Kombat 9, although in other ways it is a very different game. The actual combat in this game, when I actually fucking get to it, seems quite a bit kind of more wooden, not as fluid in my opinion, but we've also got interactive backgrounds, bits of scenery. So yeah, it's a selection of DC characters that make up this game. You've got your usual fan favourites like Superman, although I don't really like Superman. Batman, and then obviously you got villains like the Joker, and usually we can skip the movies, but this is actually going straight into the fight, right? So yeah, I mean, I've not really got too much to say about this game, reason being that I previously owned just the vanilla Injustice experience on PS3, and I kind of completed story mode and then sold it. I never bother with DLC or anything like that, and I kind of really look forward to playing this game, to be honest. I thought it looked really cool, and I liked Mortal Kombat 9, and then when I actually started to play it, just didn't feel very slick. And I find the interactive scenery kind of limiting. It has its limits. Soon kind of becomes kind of tedious. But it's not a bad game. I mean, it's also available obviously on the Xbox One in Ultimate Edition form, PS3, Xbox 360, even the Wii U. I'm assuming there's a PC version. But yeah, on the Xbox One you got Killer Instinct, and I just find that to be a lot better than this game. I mean, this is kind of a remastered version of the last generation versions, and Killer Instinct's a fully current generation current generation game. Yeah, I'm making words up again as usual. So yeah, this game doesn't impress with the graphics. The gameplay's solid but wooden. Sound is nothing amazing, it's just what you'd expect. It suffices. Mode wise, there is this story mode that I'm currently playing now. Obviously then you've also got your one-on-one, you've got your multiplayer, you've got the Stars Labs challenges. I'm not really sure what they are. I know that we're actually DLC in previous gen versions. And you got the challenge modes, which got like loads of. It all seems like forced content to me, which is why I'm just struggling to talk about the game. So I mean, overall, it's, you know, if you hadn't already played this game, it's like an amazing deal really to get this as a PS Plus title. But for me, I ran out of enthusiasm for it after I finished the story mode on the PS3 and just realised that, I don't know, there's just not really a character in the whole game that gels with me. And I quickly got bored of the backdrops. I mean, this backdrop, it's just fucking dull and cliched, I guess. It's like Batcave device. So yeah, overall, there's nothing really to see here if you played previous generation versions. I definitely wouldn't go out and buy this game again unless I could get it for like a £5. But yeah, it's a solid title, and like I say, it kind of marks the first proper release game to be released for the PS4 via the PlayStation Plus subscription, and hopefully this will be the first of many to come in the future, because I like my big proper actual games. I don't like none of this fucking indie bullshit. Hotline Miami is where I draw the line with indie. Indie games suck shit. If you ever watched that indie game kind of documentary movie thing on Netflix, it's on there. You will know that, you know, the guy who made Super Meat Boy and Binding of Isaac Rebirth, he's an absolute fucking prick. I would fucking love to cut his head off and spunk down his throat. So yeah, overall, Injustice, solid, but maybe they should have done a remastered version of Mortal Kombat 9. I would have a lot more fun playing that. And also, with this game having all of the DLC, it has Scorpion, and he does his signature, I can't remember the exact name for it, but the get over here move, and it automatically does an attack following it for you, which is just absolute fucking sacrilege. And they probably should have put more Mortal Kombat characters in this game, because the game would probably have been a whole lot better. Yeah, that's just me doing a video chatting shit about this game, so yeah, you probably don't agree with anything I've said, but I had my motherfucking 2 cents in it.